Porn is just prostitution with a camera. That was the message at a Capitol Hill briefing on the ties between sex trafficking, prostitution, and pornography. As Paul Strand reports, experts revealed an America where the vast majority of men consume porn, making for an ever more violent culture.
Porn is an often scary, toxic wasteland these days, connected to prostitution and sex trafficking, and often is violent and victimizing. At this Capitol Hill Symposium for Congress, experts talked about what researchers see these days.
When they studied 50 of the top-selling, top-watched scenes in porn, 90% of them had some form of sexual, physical, or emotional violence against women.
Just as cigarettes are poison for the lungs, researchers are finding pornography is poison for the eyes and the soul and the sexual conscience.
All of these forms of sexual exploitation are not happening in a vacuum, but really are connected, and pornography is one of the root causes of this.
Porn users should know
90% of prostitution is online. Traffickers advertise women for sale using pornography today. It's a way to traffic women.
Users get hurt too. Cornelia Anderson fights adult and child sexual harm. She says many adults describe porn ruining their real-life relations.
I'm looking at that and I'm getting aroused by that. And I suddenly find I can't be aroused by the real thing, by the real person.
It can especially mess up children, who these days are first exposed to adult pornography and perversions at 11 or 12.
Unprotected sex, sex with anybody, multiple partner sex. Not only do they not know how to process that very well, but they begin to believe that this is how they're supposed to behave when they go on their first dates.
And then there are those in the pornography.
The same things happen to women who are pornographized, trafficked, and prostituted. They're recruited in many of the same ways, the same kind of violence and coercion channel them into the sex industry.
We are seeing increased demand for prostituted and trafficked women and children, increased child sexual abuse.
Many people think pornography is just a private, harmless activity. But as this symposium showed, pornography has ties to prostitution and sex trafficking, and the harm goes wide and deep across the society. Paul Strand, CBN News, Capitol Hill.